It's time for Evanston Red Devil Sports live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio with KNYN 99.1 FM. Evanston Red Devil Sports is brought to you by Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Uintah County School District Number 1, Bear River Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Western Wyoming Community College and Uintah BOCES Number 1. Ready. Mountain West Business Solutions, the University of Wyoming, Evanston Regional Hospital, Cache Valley Visitors Bureau, Dr. McKay Frankum, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Freeway Tire, the Come On In Casper, and by Dr. Todd Hoover. And now it's time to sit back and relax as we take you to the action with the voice of the Evanston Red Devils, Elan Olliff.
And we welcome you live to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. And it's going to be a good one. It's for the third place seed at state, as both of these teams have already accomplished the goal of punching their ticket to the state tournament. It's Riverton taking on the Evanston Red Devils. Riverton, number 2 out of the Northwest. Evanston, number 3 out of the Southwest. I'm Elan Olliff, joined by Brad Francis. And Brad, with the high energy, high emotion we saw in the first game today, this third game is going to be all about kind of bouncing back from that, because there's still a lot to play for. You get the number 3 seed, you're playing the number 2 seed out of the East in the first round. You lose this game, you're playing the top seed out of the East in the first round in Casper.
Well, and we know how strong the East is over there, so yeah, getting that 3 seed is a big deal for both teams. We talked about in the break between games how unique and difficult this type of game is, where there's so much energy, so much to play for with Rock Springs and Evanston. How do they bounce back from that? It's a quick turnaround in an hour. It's high energy. They're working hard. Can they bounce back and bring that same energy? The nice thing is that Riverton's in the same boat, and so they both have to kind of fight through those same challenges. So even playing field, fun venue. I'm excited for what's going to happen today.
When we look at these two teams and the games they played this morning, there is some differences and there is some advantages for one team that may be a disadvantage for another. And we'll talk about it on our news and notes section right after this on our pregame show, brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture. Ace's Place with helpful hardware. Folks, we'll be right back after this on our First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball. Live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uintah BOCES Number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast scroller, the night-lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
We're off to the rodeo. My Local Rodeo is proud to bring you live streaming coverage of high school rodeo from Utah and Wyoming, as well as the Intermountain Icebreaker of the National High School Rodeo Association's Western Legacy Series in 2023 and 2024. If you're interested in becoming a broadcast sponsor and advertising your business to the most loyal group of viewers in the country, you won't find a better opportunity. Call us today to claim your spot, 307-789-8910. 307-789-8116. That's 307-789-8116. We're off to the rodeo.
At the Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston, we understand that breakfast matters. That's why every room reservation includes a full complimentary breakfast. Delicious, quality food prepared and served by an amazing staff. Start your day the right way with breakfast at the Legal Tender Restaurant inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Quality, delicious food and excellent service every time. Because breakfast matters.
Time for our news and notes segment as we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We got still over 10 minutes before we get started with this one. And when you look at the two games that took place for these two teams beforehand, as the Rock Springs Lady Tigers take the picture after winning the third place game, beating Kelly Walsh 56-54. When you look at the two games that these two teams played, of course, Evanston with a 10-point victory over Rock Springs, Riverton with a 3-point victory. Riverton already kind of been in a sweated-out type game. Evanston had a game where it felt like they were in control from about the 3-minute left mark on. Which team do you feel like it's going to be easier to come down from those emotions?
It's difficult to say what's going to happen here. It'll be really interesting and telling to see which team is hungry for more. Who's happy just to make it to the state tournament, and who wants to actually make some noise in the tournament, right? Whatever team is willing to come out and show that energy and say, hey, making it's not just enough for us, that'll be the team that comes through and wins it here. I like Evanston's depth. They have a lot of players that can play a lot of minutes. In fact, Riker Lynn sat most of the game in the beginning, and so for foul trouble. So I think Evanston has a little bit more depth on their side, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Last time these two teams played was actually the first game at regionals for both of them, and they'll play in the last game at regionals.
Yeah.
It's Riverton versus Evanston, part 3. The rubber match is Evanston won by 11 during the regular season in February at Red Devil Gymnasium. And for the second matchup, it was a 6-point win for the Wolverines on Thursday, the first day of the regional tournament. Evanston and Riverton on day one, 11-9 after the first. Then Riverton outscoring Evanston 14-12, making it 25-13 going into the third quarter. Evanston comes back and outscores Riverton 9-6, but Riverton outscores Evanston 15-10. Parker Paxton with 15 points leads the Wolverines, and Riker Lind with 7. Check that, actually. Drew Barker with 8 leads the Red Devils. As we are about 9 minutes and 16 seconds away, and when you look at both of these teams, what is there to like on both sides of the floor?
Well, you can't talk about Riverton without talking about Parker Paxton. Just an incredible player. He's the floor general. He is makes the engine run there. In fact, in his previous game, he was a little bit angry. He had a chance to put him up 4. Cody almost drains a 3 to put that game into overtime, and he's as critical on himself as anyone there. So Parker Paxton, look for him to have a big game today. Evanston, Clayton Cook with 15 points in the first game. He's kind of their breakout star player this year on the inside. It's kind of advantage versus disadvantage for both teams here, right? In the inside, Evanston does have that advantage. They can go inside against Riverton's a smaller team, and then Riverton's just got some outside shooting and some really good players out there, so Evanston's going to have to be strong on the boards, not give them second chance opportunities, and make sure those threes are contested.
Now, the shooting that we saw in the first game carries over into this one. You like Evanston's chance to match that shooting, as they got Jay Hill really going in that qualifying game.
Yeah, Jay Hill, he has potential always to make a big shot for Evanston. It seems to always come at the right time. He's just collected under pressure there. Jay Hill and Clayton Cook, 2 juniors. Look for them to have to make a statement in the state tournament this year and then carry that team as seniors next year.
Riker Lind, as you mentioned, he's going to be semi-fresh coming into this game. He's also one that if you give him enough space, he'll drain it.
Yeah, Riker Lind is a matchup problem for anyone. He plays on the wing, but he's a great shooter. He's also really long, can dive to the hoop. Riker Lind is a big part of this Evanston team this year. Great addition in the offseason, and he brings a lot to the Red Devils offense and defense.
For the first time since 2020, the Red Devils will play a playoff game in Casper. Actually, it'll be the first time since 2019, technically, as we all know what happened with the 2020 tournament, and the Red Devils looking to exercise some demons. And you got to wonder right now, the coach is right now talking, Coach Bo Sheets for the Riverton Wolverines, Coach Rob Watsoff for the Evanston Red Devils. They're having a conversation, and there's probably a lot of conversation about, hey, we got the job done, but in the back of the mind of these players, you've got to make this one just as meaningful a game as the last one you played.
Yeah, we talked about this all year with the parity in this league and how everyone can beat anyone on any time. It's made this tournament really fun. Across the board, close games. In fact, a team that's exiting the tournament, Kelly Walsh, they took Star Valley to the wire, took them to overtime. So anyone can beat anyone. That's why it's hard to say who's going to win this game, because both teams so evenly matched. Who knows where we go?
It's going to be another exciting one to close down the regional tournament. And then after this, we're on to Casper next Thursday. Cannot wait. 6 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here as we can't wait for the beginning of this one. We'll be right back after this with the keys to the game and starting lineups, team intros, and tip-off. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball. Live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
When you're looking for great deals on a vehicle, you'll find them at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston. With 2 locations to serve you, let your adventure start here. Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston, legend driven.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Early mornings, tired muscles, pride, and grit. At Varsity Inc., we know how much work goes into building competitive teams. We work hard providing the gear you need to celebrate the teams you love. Be your athlete's biggest fan in apparel from Varsity Inc. Come in today, 926 Main Street, Evanston.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Cazin's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Cazin's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Cazin's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
And we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth, Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show. As we go into our Ellingford Brothers Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. And we turn it over to Mr. Brad Francis.
Keys to the game here, I think for both teams will go. Am I on Keys to the Game? I'm news and notes. What am I doing right now?
Keys to the game right now.
Keys to the game. I'm sorry, I'm still reeling after that last game, you know. And if I'm feeling this way, how are these players going to feel? I'm going to go keys to the game are the same for both teams. Managing emotion, right? Not about X's and O's right now. We didn't have a day to prep for the teams. They know each other. They've played each other. It's all about who can manage their emotions best and come out with a win. And like I said earlier, who's content with just having, you know, the state tournament
wrapped up
ticket punch, you know, who's okay with that, and who actually needs a little bit more and wants to make some noise in that tournament, and whoever that is will win this game.
That is our Ellingford Brothers Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-1515. Didn't get a chance to catch up with Coach Rob Wattsbaugh, so we don't have a new Jake Major with the Bullock Agency of Wyoming pregame show. By the way, our Keys to the Game brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. But if we had a chance to talk with Coach Rob Wattsbaugh for our coaches show brought to you by Jake Major with the Bullock Agency of Wyoming, I would imagine he'd say something very similar to you. It's going to be about managing emotions. It's going to be about, is the ticket to Casper enough, or do we want to come out as the top 3 team of the West?
Well, and if there's one advantage that Evanston will have in this game is that they definitely have a larger crowd here that made the drive over, and credit to all of those fans. Who knows if the roads are going to be open on the way back, but we're here to watch some basketball and excited for what we're going to see today. We'll periodically update you on the championship game of the region on the other side as well. Right now it's 7-4 game. Jackson starts out with an early lead, but should be an exciting day all around for this regional tournament.
Absolutely, and a big thank you to Jake Major with the Bullock Agency of Wyoming for sponsoring our pregame coaches show all season long. Let's go ahead and introduce you to your 2023-2024 Evanston Red Devils, brought to you by Varsity. Varsity, we're on your team.
Cohen Morrow, senior, forward.
Luke Robinette, senior, guard.
Kai Barker, senior, power forward.
Jordan Mendez, junior, guard. Riker Lind, junior, forward.
Glenn Cook, junior, center.
Jay Hill, junior, guard. Brooks Earl, junior, guard.
Riker Pace, junior, power forward.
Brenner Lim, junior, guard.
Paul Baxter, junior, guard. Drew Barker, senior, guard.
That's your 23-24 Evanston Red Devils, brought to you by Varsity Inc. Varsity Inc., we're on your team. With all your Red Devil gear at Varsity Inc. in downtown Evanston. As we get ready for the 3rd place game, Evanston versus Riverton. Evanston, the signed road team, red uniforms, white numerals, blue trim. Starting lineup for the Evanston Red Devils, brought to you by Varsity Inc. Varsity Inc. We're on your team. Number 12, Clayton Cook. Number 21, Luke Robinette. Number 5, Riker Lind. Number 13, Jay Hill. And number 15, it is Kai Barker. For the Riverton Wolverines, number 1, Derek DeVries. Number 2, Ty Sheets. Number 24, Hunter Houck. Number 12, Parker Paxton. And number 30, Eli Lucas. That's your starting line. It's brought to you by Varsity Inc. Varsity Inc. on your team. Evanston coached by Rob Wattsbaugh. Riverton coached by Bo Sheets. Evanston, red uniforms, white numerals, blue outline. Riverton, white uniforms, maroon numerals, black outline. The exact same uniforms that they wore last time they showed down here at the regional tournament.
Yeah, you see Evanston Red Devils out, ready to play. It's that same starting lineup that they had before. Like I said, familiarity with these teams is high. They know each other. They know how each other plays. It's going to be about effort and want at this point, and who has the legs after a long tournament weekend.
Starting lineup brought to you by Varsity Inc. Varsity Inc. We're on your team. Tip-off between Kai Barker and DeVries. Won by Parker Paxton of Riverton, who goes up and gets the tip-off for the Wolverines. DeVries on the right side gets this one over to Houck at the center. Paxton on the left side, 7 minutes, 48 seconds, just getting started here in the 3rd place game. Fadeaway jumper from Paxton at the free throw line, well short, pulled in by Evanston.
Paxton with his patented fadeaway from the elbow there. Hill with great defense gets a hand right in his face and causes a miss.
On Thursday, it was Hill who had the defensive assignment of Parker Paxton. Held him to 15 points. Robinette into the near elbow. Goes back to Kai Barker on the near corner. Clayton Cook on the left side. 15 points may sound like a lot, but when you're Parker Paxton and you average 25, it's actually a very, very good defensive performance by Jay Hill.
Yeah, Paxton's going to get his points. That's how he plays. He'll find a way to get baskets. If you can kind of limit him a little bit, that's all you ask for.
Clayton Cook goes for a layup, is blocked by Riverton, and the Wolverines take it the other way. DeVries, near side three, is well short. Pulled in by Lucas. Spin move layup, off the glass and in.
That's a strong, powerful move from Lucas. Doesn't normally play on the block like that. Luke Robinette trying to play defense, but just good footwork, better offense.
Lind on the left side attracts a double team. Hill finds a wide open Clayton Cook off the glass, and we're tied.
Like the game before, we're going to see this back and forth, probably all game long. It'll be tight. I don't see anyone blowing anyone out in this game. Both teams want to come out with that third seed in the tournament.
Lucas goes for the finger roll layup, good. And Lucas has got all 4 points for the Wolverines.
Easy to tell who Lucas is. He's got these lime green shoes, and he's scoring buckets early.
Kai backs up against the high block, puts the shot up, pulled in by the Wolverines.
Initial reaction shows Riverton with a little bit more legs right now and a little more energy to start.
Blocked by Clayton Cook in the lane was Lucas. He gets his own rebound back, gets this one over to Sheets. Right side three, DeVries, short. Rebound is brought in by Lucas. Puts up the hook shot from about 4 out, and it falls through.
Lucas has found the touch early, 6 early points, and he has everything for Riverton right now.
Hill drives into the lane and draws the foul down on the ground. It'll come against Lucas.
Every once in a while, Hill will take a strong drive to the lane. Usually good things come from that. Nice to see him attack the paint early.
So the first foul of the game goes against Riverton's Lucas as Clayton Cook comes out, and so too does Derek DeVries. Riker Lynn to inbound it as Cohen Morrow's checked into the game. Goes to Hill on the right side. Over to Robinette. Bounce pass finds Morrow. Backs up into the lane. Goes for the layup. Blocked by Malachi Smith, who just checked into the game. Dale brings it across for the Wolverines. 5 minutes, 29 seconds. Sheets. Fadeaway jumper in front of the free throw line. Good.
Yeah, Riverton, good sign for them. Starts the game hot and haven't had any points from Paxton yet. That should loom well for them if they can get their other players going.
Hill, quick pass over to Robinette. Near side for 3. Yes! Literally nothing but net.
I like that he shot it in rhythm right off the catch. That brings Evanston back within 3. 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Dale brings it across the center line. Finds Paxton on the left wing, covered by Jay Hill. Gets it back out to Sheets. Left wing covered by Cohen Morrow. Dale trying to circle into the paint. Gets it into the near elbow. Now drivels along the baseline. Nice handoff to Lucas. Puts the layup off the glass, no good. Morrow pulls in the crowded rebound.
Nice rebound from Morrow there. Riker Lind up on the corner, looks at a 3 and then passes it away.
Morrow into the lane, bounce pass, finds Kai Barker along the baseline. Goes for the layup, draws the foul, and Kai to the line.
Kai Barker going for the reverse layup. It's a strong move, gets fouled underneath, earns some shots at the line.
Still wearing number 15.
Yeah, I tried to tear that jersey off last game with his 5th foul. Looking good in the 15 with a little bit of a tear down the middle of that jersey though.
First one from Kai is good. And it's 8-6 on the Heritage Auto Evanston scoreboard. Mendez and Drew Barker check in for Lind and Robinette.
We've talked about this with Coach Watsaba, the luxury that he has, that he can sub people in and out frequently and keep fresh legs on the court at all times. You see him sub 2 or 3 players out at a time most of the time.
Kai misses the second one, and now bringing forward it's DeVries. Gives it over to Smith on the left wing. Backs up in the lane against Kai Barker. Puts it off the glass and through.
That's a nice move from Smith on the left side of the basket. Takes a little spin and then nice touch off the glass to score 2.
Mendez flicks this one over to Barker on the right side. It's Drew now to Hill on the near wing, covered by Paxton. Back out to Drew, has some room. Now finds Morrow. Mendez open, thought about a right side 3, instead dribbles towards the top. Morrow at the free throw line. Open, Jay Hill. Near baseline is in and out. Put back is good by Morrow.
Morrow doesn't even come down with the ball. It's almost like a volleyball set. Goes up without coming down at all. Puts it right back up and in. 2 for Morrow.
Cook back to the scorer's table. DeVries backs up against Morrow. Puts the layup off the mark. The glass pulled in by Mendez. Drew Barker across the right side. One end to the other. Goes for the finger roll. Can't get it to go. Brought in by Malachi Smith for Riverton.
Smith with a little deflection there. He's got these long arms. Gets his way into the lane. Gets a block.
Smith hands off to DeVries on the right side. Red Devils down by 2 with 3:14 in the first. Drives towards the right side. Looking for it was Gantenbein trying to find Paxton. And it is deflected by Riverton over the far sideline. Red Devil basketball. Here comes Lind and Cook back into the game. It'll be Kai Barker and Jay Hill taking a well-deserved rest.
Yeah, I am impressed with Coach Watsaba's subbing patterns here. He knows how much energy they expended here at 10:30 today. He's trying to conserve them for the second half. High scoring first quarter, a little bit different type of game than we saw in the first game.
Bounces out tomorrow on the left side. Now finds Cook on the right. Passes back to Mendez on the left wing. Bounce pass inside Morrow. Backs up against the lane. Looking for somewhere to go. And it will go off of Morrow and over the baseline. It'll go to Riverton. And checking in, it will be Eli Lucas and Brandon Monroe.
Kind of a little bit of a surprise in that in the championship game going on concurrently here. Jackson with an early 10-point lead over Star Valley.
Taking across the center line, it is Dale. Puts on the brakes, gets into the near elbow, hands off to Sheets. Fadeaway jumper from about 16 out, pulled in by Morrow. Sends it forward to Lynn for the Red Devils. Mendez on the right side, Drew Barker, near corner 3. Got it! And a foul! They'll call the shot good. Red Devils take the lead.
Yeah, on that play what happened, Drew Barker shot a 3 from the corner. Because the ball was already in the air, there were two, a Riverton player, Evanston player jockeying for position under the basket. The foul occurred while the ball was in the air, so they still count the basket, but Riverton will get the ball, and Evanston will pick up a foul on the out of bounds. And then Evanston jumps into the lead now with 11-10 score total on the scoreboard there.
Clayton Cook picks up the foul. First one on the Red Devils, and a fresh lead for the team from UNT County. Drives to the free throw line, handoff this time to Monroe. Straightaway 3, line drive, bounces off the rim, pulled in by Riverton. There goes Sheets for the finger roll, no good. Rebound by Lucas, in and out, but they're going to get another chance. Over to Dale, step back near side, 3 good. And a whistle there.
Yeah, kind of a similar play to what we just saw. While the ball was in the air, 3 ball, there was a push on Riverton underneath on the rebound, so they get a foul. Evanston picks up the ball underneath.
From the three-point shot on consecutive possessions.
So now Riverton with a 13-11 lead on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Sheets now with 5 points in the game.
And I think they're actually changing the call here. They're calling the foul on Evanston actually underneath while the ball was in the air. So big play for Riverton. They get a 3 ball and the ball underneath.
Red Devils down by 2.
Against Evanston, so they will get.
Kind of surprised how quiet Paxton's been so far. Haven't seen him on the scoreboard yet. You have to think his imprint's he's gonna have his imprint on this game at some point.
We're trying to figure out who the Red Devil got, which Red Devil got. Assess that foul.
Yeah, it seems some confusion from the officials. Coach Watsabah wants an explanation.
They're showing Cook on the board, but he committed the last foul. Travel called by DeVries. And the foul's on Drew Barker.
Yeah, so that's early foul for Drew in the first. Nice thing for Evanston, they're probably not going to have to deal with as much foul trouble with only 2 team fouls on both the Riverton Wolves and the Red Devils, so should be a cleaner game moving forward.
Mendez towards the right side, covered by Lucas. Now gets it back out to Lynn. Quickly over to Mendez. Takes it one end to the other. Open Robinette, near side for 3. Just short. Pulled in by Sheets.
Impressive closeout there from Riverton. Looked like Luke was open, but they got 2 players there quickly with a hand up.
Paxton, straightaway 3. Too hard. Goes out of bounds. Drew Barker saw it and just lets it fall over the baseline. Red Devil basketball.
Yeah, Barker's smart there. He maybe could have got the rebound, but wisely lets the ball go out of bounds. Evanston will pick up possession and look to either tie or go take the lead, down 13-11.
Mendez on the left side, covered by Lucas. Cook has room at the top, holds. Now gets it over to Barker on the right wing, 65 seconds remaining. Robinette at the top, quickly shut down by Sheets. Finds Cook on the left side, bounce pass inside, finds Lynch, straight away, 3. Mendez, got it.
Yeah, Mendez picking up more and more confidence in every game here in the regional playoffs. He's been big for Evanston, especially in the last game.
47 seconds left. DeVries and the Wolverines trail by 1. DeVries bounces it out, left side 3, Sheets, good!
Fun game so far, each team matching one another. It's back and forth, 3 or 4 lead changes already. Riverton leads 16-14 with 30 seconds on the clock.
Mendez brings it across the center line. Red Devils holding for the final shot. Parker on the right wing. Goes into the lane and he loses the basketball, picked up by Parker Paxton. 19 seconds left. Paxton gets it over to Sheets at the free throw line. Finds DeVries at the top. 13 seconds remaining. Hands this one off to Paxton on the right side, covered by Robinette. 6 seconds left. It's going to be Paxton with the final shot. Takes it into the near block. Goes for the layup off the glass and in. And that's going to be the first quarter.
Circus shot from Parker Paxton to end it, and like we said, he's going to make his imprint on this game.
Red Devils trail by 4 after 1. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions.
The tires you drive on matter. Tire quality and condition affect overall safety and how your vehicle performs. Having the right air pressure in your tires even affects gas mileage. Don't trust your tires to just anybody. Choose Freeway Tire to handle all your vehicle maintenance, including regular tire checks and rotation. When it comes to your vehicle, choose the team that really knows tires. Freeway Tire in Evanston. Stop in today.
Red Devils and Wolverines in a 4-point battle here in the third place game. Both of these teams going to Casper to play for a state title next week. But the question is who's going to be 3, who's going to be 4?
Yeah, Coach Watts about getting some clarification. I think it was still on that one where they were trying to talk about what happened on the three-pointer here for Riverton. But doesn't seem too happy with it still. Play continues.
Hill on the right side. Sends Robinette towards the top. 7 minutes, 46 seconds. Barker on the left wing. Bounce pass finds Cook in the paint. Backs up against the defender. Now goes to Lynn at the top. Drives into the lane. Can't get the shot to go. It's taken away by the Wolverines.
Riverton's done a good job packing the paint and getting hands in passing lanes and being disruptive.
Left side, Paxton. Drives into the elbow and a push called on Paxton. Jay Hill stepped in front, took the contact, and Paxton assessed with offensive foul.
Yeah, Paxton kind of lowers his shoulder and jumps into it there. 50-50 call, hard one for refs to make. Goes Evanston's way this time.
Hill brings it across the center line. What does it say about Jay Hill that he's the one that consistently and confidently takes Paxton on the defensive assignment?
Well, we know Jay Hill is a solid defender all around, and when he gets in foul trouble, Drew Barker comes in, does the same.
Cook goes for the layup, off the glass and in.
It's a great look. Riker Lynn finds him after a pump fake from 3. Cook dive into the basket, and he finishes with finesse.
DeVries goes towards the far side of the paint, puts up the shot. It's going to be down on the ground, and they call it against Jay Hill.
Well, and that's Jay Hill's going to pick up some of those fouls. Parker Paxton, kind of like, I hate to compare kids in high school to Steph Curry, but he moves off ball as well. He's not just a player that plays well on the ball, but he's moving all over the place. Hill's going to has his work cut out for him as he tries to follow him through the lane.
Right side, Paxton had to fight through Hill to get that one. Right side 3, Paxton literally with his arms intertwined with Jay Hill, and he makes it.
Yeah, that's a shot that is so difficult to make, but Paxton's got such confidence in his shot. He makes a lot of those.
Lind at the top. 6 minutes, 34 seconds left. Goes Robinette on the near side. Back to Cook, now finds Hill right wing. Pass inside the lane, intercepted by Sheets.
Yeah, just an ill-advised pass from Hill there. I don't know what he saw, but put it right in the hands of Sheets.
Sheets, 19-foot jumper from the far wing, no good. Pulled in on the bounce by Robinette for Evanston.
Yeah, Coach Watsabaugh is going to be a little bit disappointed with the execution, especially on the offensive end for this half. They need to find their way back into this game. Only a 5-point lead for Riverton right now, but some points on the board would help.
Hill into the near elbow, now gets it back to Clayton at the top. Great feed to Kai Barker, and a foul down on the ground though. It's going to come against Lucas, that's his second.
Yeah, Lucas playing well on Kai, making it hard. It was a really good entry pass, and Kai tried his little spin move to the hoop that he does so well. Lucas gets caught trying to inhibit his motion there.
Mendez to inbound it at the near post for the Red Devils. Bounce pass over to Brenner Lim, who's now into the game. Robinette on the left side, now circling towards the top. Mendez on the right wing. 5 minutes, 47 seconds remaining here in the half. Mendez goes to the free throw line, over to Lim on the near corner. Jump pass over to Cook on the right side. Evanston looking to milk the clock. Bounce pass finds Mendez under the hoop. Now Robinette at the top. Lim on the left wing. Back over to Cook at the top. Mendez right side. 5.5 to play. Robinette straight away for three. Got it.
That's his spot. He hit from that same spot, that near side elbow three, and he drains it again. And that's just good offense from Evanston. Ball movement all over the place, cutters, and they find the open shot.
Paxton on the far side, covered by Mendez. Puts on the brakes, puts up the fadeaway jumper from about 6 out, and it falls through.
And that's just what makes Paxton a different type of player. He's able to pump fake, get Mendez in the air, but with him flying by, no distractions, he just puts up a nice jumper.
And off to Mendez, and he dribbles off his foot over the baseline. Turnover to Riverton.
Jay Hill jumps quickly off the bench. Mendez will be subbed out. It's going to take a committee there on Paxton. And yeah, has made some tough shots already, but they're doing what they need to make his life difficult and keep this game close.
This is the second time that Evanston has seen Riverton in 3 days. Parker Paxton and Jay Hill becoming very familiar with each other. And it is a bump your cars battle down low. Left side three, Dale got it.
Yeah, it's a solid shot from Dale, even with a hand in his face. Riverton making tough contested shots right now. We know they have that capability on offense.
Morrow, left side free throw line extended. Red Devils down by 7. Gets it over to Cook on the right side. Thought about pulling the trigger for a 3. Instead, goes to Brenner Lim. Robinette on the right wing. Gets it back to Cohen at the top. Bounce pass over to Lim. Great feed to Clayton Cook in the paint, and got it from Brenner Lim.
And that's that quick ball movement. Brenner Lim's always been smart with the ball, can find the open man. He's unselfish, and he finds Cook there for the open 2.
Left side three, Sheets tries to go to the left side free throw line. Instead retreats out. Paxton, covered by Jay Hill, puts up a deep 3 and got it.
Paxton feeling very confident in his shot right now. It's not even good offense from Riverton. That's just one player who can play. There was nothing there moving. He pulls from about the logo and makes it.
Lim goes to Robinette. Cook at the top. Gets it over to Lim on the right side. Bounce pass to Morrow, and he fumbles the ball. Is able to get it out to Robinette. Near corner 3, off of the base iron. Pulled in by Brenner Lim, who out hustles to the rebound. But he throws it away over the center line. Hill does a great job.
Oh, that's a tough call.
Hill does a great job letting Dale touch it after going over the center line, and then takes the ball away.
Yeah, it looks like
they are going to make that call.
Yeah, far official thought it was an over and back. I could see from his point of view, I would think that.
It was literally a fingertip by Dale.
Yeah, Riverton did touch it with Dale. Probably should have let it go. But that's good hustle from Hill to get back and make sure that they, even if it would have been an over and back call, it forced us so that Evanston got the ball back there.
Robinette on the left side. Riverton trying to keep him at bay. Kai into the near corner, dribbles along the baseline. Back to Cohen at the top, Hill right side. Finds Kai Barker on the right corner. Back to Robinette. straight away. Left side, Lim. 2 minutes, 54 seconds left in the half. Lim hands off Robinette in the corner. 2:50. Robinette to the free throw line. Great feed over to Kai Barker. Puts up the layup, but just off the mark.
Yeah, it's a tough one from Kai. Bounces off the front iron, back iron, then out. It's just such contrasting styles between these two teams. Riverton has a guy that can just go one-on-one, beat his man and score on his own. Evanston kind of needs to do it by committee.
Right side, DeVries. Covered by Morrow. DeVries puts up the hook shot short. Rebound by Sheets. Looking to feed it to Paxton, but it's taken away by Brenner Lim. He's off and running. Bounce pass over to Jay Hill. Draws the foul on the other end.
Yeah, Jay Hill could never really get control of that ball. Otherwise, it might have been an and one opportunity there. But he does get fouled, dive into the basket. That's a good. Turnovers are going to be huge for Evanston if they can create live ball turnovers like that.
Foul comes against Ty Sheets. First one on the way. Check that. It's actually against Brandon Monroe. First one from Hill's good.
Pretty clean quarter in fouls. 3 for Riverton, 1 for Evanston.
Jay Hill makes it a 6-point game, going 2 for 2.
Yeah, Evanston called for a delay of game warning there. Off the free throw, someone tipped it, so they stopped play for a second there. Riverton takes it up the court slowly.
DeVries across the center line, dribbles towards the right side, goes towards the near wing, gets it over to Monroe. Far corner 3, got it.
Yeah, Riverton comes out shooting hot as a pistol, getting it from Paxton and then everyone else as well. Monroe with a confident stroke on the 3 out there from the outside.
Kai at the top, gets it over to Morrow on the right wing. Bounce pass over to Lim, he's got time. Bounces it into Kai, backs up against Monroe, puts the hook shot, no good, gets his own rebound back, and in.
It's a nice patient move from Kai, and Coach Wattsbaugh wants a timeout, down 7 with 1:40 left.
We'll take it as well. Red Devils down 7 with 1:40, as you mentioned, on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball. Live on MyLocalRadio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintahcountycd.com.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Second quarter, Riverton has hit 3 from beyond the arc, and that's how they've been able to build up this lead, up by 7. Gets it on the left side to Monroe. Holding it at the center logo, it's Paxton. Wolverine basketball drives towards the right side. And a foul called on Jay Hill on the defense of Parker Paxton.
Yeah, Parker shoots a 3 after the whistle blows and it drops straight through. I don't know if he knows how to miss.
And that's going to be Jay Hill going to the bench with 2 fouls at the minute 21. Riker Lind comes in. Now Drew Barker will switch on the defense to Paxton. Drives towards the screen set up by Howe. Deep 3 ball and draws the foul. He misses it. And Paxton will shoot 3.
Yeah, Drew Barker pretty annoyed by that foul call. He felt like he didn't touch him at all. It's hard because Paxton there, you have to try and contest to make it difficult for him, but often you're going to get a little touch foul on the arm. He's just such a good player. It puts so much pressure on defenses.
First one on the way, and it is good. Well, he had 2 points in the first quarter. He's got 9 in the second quarter alone.
Yeah, and Evanston doing everything they can to try and slow him down, but he just makes tough shots. I was going to mention that earlier. Evanston hasn't played bad defense so far. It's just been the shot making of Riverton that has been really impressive so far. And not just coming from Paxton. Yes, Paxton probably has, 14 points now in the game total, but it's coming from all over the court, and Riverton really came to play.
At the half, it's Jackson 28, Star Valley 15 in the regional championship game.
Yeah, it must be impressive defense from Jackson there to hold a team like Star Valley to 15 points and a half. So they came to play today, and we'll see how that one finishes in the second half as well.
10-point lead for Star Valley's Parker Paxton hits all three. Cohen Morrow comes out. Clayton Cook comes in. Drew Barker comes out. Jordan Mendez comes in. Lim running the point for the Red Devils. Goes towards the left side, covered by Monroe. Stops in the wing, and now goes to Kai at the top. Right side Lind. 56 seconds left in the half. 10-point lead for Jordan Mendez. For the Riverton Wolverines. Mendez with the ball. Lind, lob pass, looking for Clayton Cook. Can't control it. Gets it out to Mendez in time. Right side three. Short. That would have been a sweet play if Evanston was able to convert there.
Yeah, good hustle from Cook. He got an open look out of it, and just off the front iron there. Could be some of the legs being tired there, missing that three.
Hand off right side, Dale. Goes towards the left wing in the corner. Back out to the top. It's DeVries. He holds with 20 seconds left. Riverton wants the final say of the first half. 15 seconds left. Now back over to Gantenbein, picked up by Monroe. 8 seconds left. DeVries drives to the free throw line. Puts up the fadeaway at the buzzer. Got it. That's going to drop down. Evanston with the quick inbound play. Full court throw by Lim. Nearly goes in as it hits the glass. And that's going to do it for the first half. It's Riverton 37, Evanston 25. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Appointment with the dentist. It's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having an affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685, and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming, when benefits matter.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work at a great price. Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
With over 45 years of experience, Dr. Casey Davis at Davis Chiropractic can provide you with a whole range of services, including spinal adjustment, cold laser treatments, platform vibration therapy, and more. Davis Chiropractic is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is Southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Dad, I feel like I got something in my eye.
Let me have a look. Natural protective features of the eye, such as eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, and tears, are not always enough. I've been helping people for 14 years removing anything from metal, glass, or plastic from their eyes. I've even removed a bug that flew into my own eye. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we can help you find the perfect eye protection for playing sports or performing hazardous work to help prevent eye injuries.
Call Uinta Eye and Vision today to schedule your appointment to protect your precious eyesight. Uinta Eye and Vision, 307-789-3937.
And we welcome you to the Les Schwab Police Hour broadcast booth for our halftime show, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. Let's go to our Jackalope first half highlights, brought to you by Jackalope Delivery, doing the hopping for your shopping. The next time you need items picked up from stores, errands done, or late night food delivered, call Jackalope Delivery, 307-679-7174. In the first quarter, Riverton outscores Evanston 19-14, and in the second quarter, Riverton outscores Evanston 18-11, giving us our 37-25 Riverton halftime score. For the Wolverines, we have 2 for Derek DeVries, 8 for Ty Sheets, 3 for Brody Dale, 3 for Brandon Monroe, 2 for Malachi Smith, 6 for Eli Lucas, and a game high 13 for Parker Paxton. For the Red Devils, it's 2 for Cohen Morrow, 3 for Drew Barker, Jordan Mendez, and Kai Barker, 6 for Clayton Cook, and 6 for Luke Robinette, and 2 for Jay Hill. Parker Paxton has been the difference in this game with his 13 points, as that is pretty darn close to the margin of lead right now for the Riverton Wolverines, as that marks the end of our Jackalope Delivery first half highlights. Doing the hopping for your shopping. The next time you need items picked up from stores, errands done, or late night food delivered, call Jackalope Delivery, 307-679-7174. When we come back on our Uinta Eye and Vision halftime show, we'll have Brady Roberts, who just today won the Greco state wrestling title in Lander, so he's now a 2-time state champion out of Evanston. Congratulations to him. On our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight right after this. You're tuned into the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
It's lunchtime, and I'm stuck at the office.
Jackalope. The big game is on. I can't miss it just to pick up groceries.
Jackalope.
Mom, I need supplies for my school project.
Jackalope.
Doing the hopping for your shopping. Jackalope Delivery, 307-679-7174.
Jackalope.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uinta County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uinta County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Welcome to Red Devil Spotlight, sponsored by our friends at Aspen Cinemas. Joined now by 2024 3A state wrestling champion Brady Roberts. Brady, how does that sound, man?
It sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty exciting. So
talk to me about what the last 72 hours have been like for you. I mean, we're recording this on Monday. You won your state championship on Saturday. I understand there's been a lot of events kind of held to celebrate this in town.
Yeah, it's been really exciting, and then a lot of it has been I've got a lot of support from everybody in Evanston, people I haven't seen for a while. It's been really, really awesome, honestly. It's probably as fun as winning stays, just seeing your whole community be there with you. So I think that was just awesome.
I understand that there was a welcome at the bus barn when you guys came back from state. There was a ton of people there. Even heard there was a parade on Sunday night. Talk to me a little bit, just kind of what it's like to kind of have all of this come from the community.
I think it's great. I don't know how to explain it. I didn't know about either of the events, so it was like a surprise, but it was so cool to just see that many people be there to like support somebody from the community. I'm really thankful that the community was there for me. It was really cool.
So I got to watch the video of your final match. As soon as your hand goes up in the air, you are just elated. You're pumped up. Talk to me about what that moment was like, what the third round was like. I know it was tied 0-0 going into that third round. Talk to me what that third round was like and the aftermath as soon as it was over.
The third round, I chose bottom. I was like, I'm getting away. I'm going to get away, and I got to take him down. So once I did get away, I took him down pretty soon after. It was intense, but I had a lot of confidence in that third period. There was I didn't have any doubt that I was going to lose because I was going out there to give it my all. It was only 2 minutes. I can do anything for 2 minutes. So going out there to just ride him, kind of try and turn him. But the last 2 minutes, I was really just trying to win.
Big thank you to Brady Roberts for joining us on our Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas. Now playing Dune Part 2. Paul Atreides reunites with Chani and the Fremen to exact revenge on the group that destroyed his family. Check out Dune 2, now showing at Aspen Cinemas. Scan the QR code on the graphic right now for tickets, or visit their website at aspencinemas.com. This marks the end of our Utah Iron Vision halftime show. When we come back on it, we will have quarter number 3. You're tuned into a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
And we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Quarter number 3. Red Devils down 37-25 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. The number 3 seed on the line at state, as both of these teams will compete at the state tournament in Casper. Bounce pass inside to Lucas, who had a heck of a first quarter, put up 6 points for the Wolverines, as now Dale will put up a floater from the free throw line, short, pulled in by Lynn.
Yeah, Evanston finds himself in a 12-point hole here. Got to find some way to work their way back into this game. It's not going to happen at once. It's going to start on the defensive end.
Bounce pass inside the far elbow results in a foul against Lucas, as the Red Devils get an inbound play.
Yeah, that's Lucas's third foul. He's going to come out quick here.
Malachi Smith will come in for him.
He's frustrated by it, which he has had a hard time staying with Kai Barker there, and picks up a few fouls.
Lind, bounce pass over to Cook on the left side, handoff to Mendez at the top. Mendez, Cook, Kai Barker, Lind, and Robinette on the floor for the Red Devils. Cook leaves it over to Mendez on the left side, thought about a 3, instead stops, gets it over to Barker on the nearest block, and gets that one to fall.
Does a little pump fake pass out to the 3, and then just turns around, lays it in for 2.
Kai now with 5 points in the game. Over to DeVries. Pass over to Smith on the near elbow. Wide open 3 from Paxton. Right side, short, gets it back. Takes it to the corner for 3. It's short, it's long. Goes off of Smith and over the baseline. Red Devil basketball.
Yeah, Evanston changes up the defense there. Moves to a little bit of a zone, like a 1-3-1 type zone. Paxton got 2 wide open looks, his most wide open looks of the day, and is kind of off on both of them. That might bode well for Evanston, but you know, he won't miss many of those, so keep an eye on that defensive change.
Mendez hands off to Barker on the right side. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third. Mendez now over on the left wing to Robinette. Trying to figure out where to go. He hasn't taken a step yet. Back to Mendez in between the circles. 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Red Devils down by 10. Barker at the top. Now gets it over to Robinette on the left side. Sending Robinette into the paint. Barker back over to Robinette. Straight away, three. That one just short. Rebound put back attempt by Clayton Cook. No good. Rebounds in the field. Brought in by Parker Paxton. Goes to the near block. Draws the foul on Robinette.
Yeah, it's just a good take from Paxton. He's smart. He goes into the contact instead of trying to avoid it. Almost finishes for the and one play. And as we know, he's about 81% from the free throw line. He makes his free throws.
First one from Paxton is good. 38-27 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, with just under 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Next one on the way is short, but gets the shooter's roll in.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Riverton's defense. Their offense is always going to be dangerous and potent, but they've been very, very good against Evanston's offense today.
Parker lob pass to Cook, backs up in the high block, taken away by Houck for Riverton. DeVries across the center line. Now drives towards the low block. Now leaves it out for Paxton on the left wing. Takes a dribble to the left side, crosses into the elbow. DeVries thought about a straightaway three, instead takes it to the low block, puts up a clutch shot. That one rigs off Red Devil basketball. Mendez at the top, gets it over to Drew Barker on the left side. 5 minutes, 9 seconds here in the third quarter. Red Devils down by 12 once again. Robinette on the right wing. Hands off to Mendez on the right side. Goes to the near block. Blocked by Malachi Smith. Red Devil basketball.
Yeah, Malachi Smith reads it well, kind of lets Mendez go by, knowing that he can get up and get that block from behind, and he gets it clean. It's a good defensive play from Malachi Flynn.
Kai Barker and Luke Robinette check out of the game, as Mendez will inbound to Cohen Morrow at the top. Cook on the left side, pass inside the lane, deflected away by Smith. Here come the Wolverines. Paxton along the near sideline. 4 minutes, 48 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. DeVries on the left side, cross-court pass over to Dale on the right wing. Back over to Paxton at the center logo. 4 minutes, 38 seconds. Back to the free throw line. DeVries, fadeaway jumper, good. And if Riverton is getting Derek DeVries going, that's not what you want if you're Evanston. Timeout called by the Red Devils. Check that, Riverton will take it as well. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Red Devils and Wolverines for the number 3 seed in the West.
Yeah, I've just been really impressed with Riverton all around. They have come out ready to play. And after a close game, high emotion earlier, it's been impressive.
Kai Barker gets it on the block and puts it up and in. And the Red Devils trying to chip away at that lead that Riverton has built up at 7 for Kai Barker. Left side 3, getting by. No, it's a long 2. Good.
You really feel like Evanston has to cut the lead down to single digits before the fourth quarter, but it's real tough with how Riverton's been shooting today.
It's almost like they can't miss. No matter Evanston's putting people up there and contesting their shots, it's just Riverton's got the touch. Great feed to Kai Barker inside the lane. Missed the first one, but gets the second one.
Yeah, Coach Watsabaugh is screaming at his defense to tighten up and get some stops. They're getting some looks on offense now. They just need a few stops on defense to cut into this lead.
Red Devils down by 12. Gets it out towards the top to Dale. Smith at the free throw line. Backs up against Kai Barker. Puts the shot up and draws the foul.
It's a really late call on Barker. He does a good job with Smith. I apologize. I called him Malachi Flynn. It's kind of a compliment. Malachi Flynn plays for the Pistons, but Smith's been a difference maker on defense, especially getting some deflections, some blocks, and here's at the free throw line now to try and extend their lead back to 13 points.
Shot is up, and it is good. 44-31 on the Heritage Auto Evanston scoreboard as Derek DeVries looks like he's going to check in now for Parker Paxton.
Yeah, Coach Sheets is smart to get a little bit of rest for Paxton when he can. It's nice when he has a little bit of a cushion of a lead there. Evanston really needs to take advantage of this now without their biggest offensive weapon on the court.
Smith puts the shot up, rattles it through, and it's 45-31 on the Heritage Auto Evanston scoreboard. All 6 points for the Red Devils in the third quarter coming from big number 15, Kai Barker. Drew Barker marches it across the line, gets it over to Mendez on the left wing. Pass inside lane, Kai Barker again, and draws the foul.
Looks like we have an injured Wolverine there. I think it's number 5.
Blake Dale, or Brody Dale, excuse me.
It clearly looked like a turned ankle. He went up big to try and block Kai Barker and then came down and turned his ankle there, but he is walking off the floor on his own power.
You hear the fans give him a round of applause as Kai Barker will shoot 2. Big free throws for the Red Devils get this thing back down to 12 as Barker misses the first. Just short.
Looked like a little bit of a tired shot there. Barker's been working hard the past 2 games and this whole weekend. I think sometimes we don't talk enough about the strain that a tournament like this can be on the players. It's a lot of basketball in a very short period of time.
Barker hits the second one, and it's 45-32 on the Heritage Auto Evanston scoreboard. Passes it down low to Lucas. Puts up the shot, blocked by Kai Barker. Rebound is wild and picked up by Evanston's Riker Lind. Sends it forward to Drew Barker. 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Barker finds Kai again, no good. Rebound by Morrow. He puts his shot up, and he'll draw 2.
Evanston doing a better job getting inside. Still a 13-point deficit here. It's just stops on the other end that's been really difficult. 4 or 5 feeds to Kai Barker in a row, and he gets buckets, or to the free throw line, and same to Morrow here on this one. Evanston does need to find a way to get a few stops here. This is a staunch defense that's being tested today.
First one from Morrow, good. 13-point lead here, a 14-point lead over at Green River High School with the Jackson Bronx on top of the Star Valley Braves, 38-24 in the fourth quarter, I believe, yes. Next one from Morrow is good, so he hits both of them, and the Red Devils cut the gap down to 11.
Like we mentioned earlier, important minutes where Paxton back in the game actually and shoots a 3 immediately.
He's short though, rebound by Mendez. Bounce pass looking for Drew Barker, but it's taken away by Ty Sheets. They had the fast break, but Sheets showed some great hustle to cut it off.
What an incredible play by Sheets. Gets his hand in the lane, what looked like an open 2 for Evanston.
Step back jumper blocked by Cohen Morrow from Paxton. Gets his own rebound back, going for the layup, blocked by Kai Barker. Mendez sends it along the near sideline, and he's fouled by DeVries.
Yeah, Evanston trying to push the pace a little bit here. Maybe get a few more extra possessions. They're getting some live ball turnovers. That was one athletic play from Kai Barker on one of the best players in the state, in Parker Paxton. Gets a clean block right at the hoop.
At some point, other broadcasters are going to have to start referring to Red Devils as some of the best players in the state, especially Clayton Cook and Kai Barker this year.
Yeah, they've
definitely been great.
He almost lost it.
Inbound play taken away by Parker Paxton, but he's called for a double dribble.
Yeah, it's a strange call. I didn't see a double dribble there. Might have pinned it against his leg or something like that. But Evanston will retain possession underneath.
But as we were saying, I think this Red Devil team has announced its arrival to the rest of the West this week. Right side jumper from Lind, rolls in and out, rebound by DeVries.
Yeah, Evanston, I mean, they could very well be the 3rd or 4th best team in the West over here on any given night. They could be number 3 even. They've shown their prowess against the 2-1 team as well, so Evanston right in the mix.
DeVries
Long two is short, rebound by Riverton. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. Paxton drives towards the right side, hands off to Sheets. Covered by Luke Robinette, now back to DeVries with Kai Barker in tow. Paxton now takes it into the paint. Step back jumper from the free throw line. In and out. Rebound is brought in by Lynn.
Yeah, Paxton's gone a little bit cold here in the third quarter, but the rest of his team is lifting him up. They still have an 11-point lead with 1:29 left in the third.
Mendez on the left side, now gets over to Lynn. Thought about a three instead. Steps into the elbow, puts up a jumper, blocked by DeVries. Brought in by Riverton.
Yeah, everything Riverton's doing on defense is really confusing Evanston. They're unsure of their passes and their shots.
DeVries with the finger roll and one. Well, DeVries gets going, that takes attention off of Parker Paxton and just gives them another weapon to use.
And DeVries is an impressive player in his own right. Sometimes maybe gets overshadowed with the offense from Parker Paxton here, but DeVries has been a huge impact in this game. And it's a big bucket diving the hoop there.
Paxton off the court, on comes Monroe. Lind comes off with his first foul of the game as he will hit that one, makes it 48-34.
He actually had that one off iron, yeah.
Yep. Gets it over to Cook. Hand off to Robinette, straight away for three, front iron, short. Pulled in by Malachi Smith with 54 seconds left. Red Devils down by 13. They need to cut this thing down to 10 going into the fourth to make the job easier, as you mentioned earlier. Gets it over on the right side to Sheets. Puts up the layup, and it's good.
Yeah, not a good sign for Evanston with Riverton extending their lead with Paxton off the floor. Like we said, it's those role players that are stepping up big for Riverton right now.
Parker on the right side, covered by Smith. Goes to Cook at the top. Lim into the game. Right side three. Mendez off of the front. Rebound is loose and pulled in by Kai Barker, but he's called for a foul on the rebound. And that's the fifth one on Evanston.
For Evanston, it just feels like one of those times where everything's going the other way. That call on Kai Barker, I did not agree with from up where I'm sitting. Looked like it would have been a push, but it wasn't.
There's a conversation happening right now.
Okay, now we got Watson.
Rob Watson wants a timeout. We're going to get it.
That was weird. Just a real pause in the game there for a second.
We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Red Devils and Wolverines, number 3 seed in the West on the line.
Wolverines have done a good job ending this quarter on a high note, extending their lead to 15 points. Almost 50 already going into the third. Just a high-scoring, high-power offense from Riverton. But like I mentioned earlier, I think their defense is what's really stood out to me. Haven't let really anyone get into the game. You think about Clayton Cook having a quiet game, Riker Lind having a quiet game. Some of those big names that usually pop up for Evanston, they've done a great job at slowing that down.
Malachi Smith to the free throw line, went 2 for 2 earlier. First one on the way, and it is good. 50-34 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As Kai Barker comes out, it's his second foul. Cohen Morrow comes in. And this just might be a case of kind of running out of gas after everything you put into it this morning to get to state.
Yeah, you see hands on hips a little bit. And when you look at a 16, 17-point deficit going into the fourth with all you put in this week, cards are stacked against Evanston right now.
51-34 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Cook at the top. Gets it out to Lim on the right wing. 8 seconds left. Robinette holds over to Cook. Right side. Bounce pass over to Morrow. 3 seconds left. loses the basketball, picked up by Monroe. Has to figure out where to go, but that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So 3 down, 4 to go. Riverton leads 51-34 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Gardeners Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Red Devils down 51-34. Robinette on the right side goes Lim. Now over to Mendez on the left wing. 7 minutes 22 in the third quarter. Riverton outscores Evanston 14-9 as Mendez drives into the hoop and gets fouled on the ground. Put up a layup, or a hook shot, or a floater rather, and it fell through. But they said it didn't count, and it'll be the first foul on Riverton's second one on Hunter Houck. Inbound play to Lim, puts up the right side fadeaway, no good. Rebound is brought in by Riverton.
Yeah, we're close enough here to the court. We could hear Coach Watsabaugh there in the timeout just calling for, hey, no more excuses. Got to play through some of it. Some of the calls haven't gone their way, some of the 50-50 balls, but now's the time to show what kind of team they are.
Bounce pass inside to Houck on the low block. Puts it over the defender, off the glass and in.
It's just one of those games where everything seems to be falling for Riverton. They're doing a good job around the floor, executing the plays like they know how to do.
Robinette bounce pass looking for Cook. Keeps it in. Now goes to Robinette. Morrow at the top. Goes towards the right side. Mendez on the right wing. Quickly over to Robinette at the top again. Lim on the left side. 6 minutes, 28 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Back to Robinette. Closed by Sheets. Takes one dribble. Gets it over to Lim on the right side. Goes along the baseline. Puts up the layup and he draws the block from DeVries. Goes out of bounds. Red Devil basketball.
Just a good defensive play from DeVries, running all over the floor, gets his hands up in the shooting path of Brenner Lim there. I think he was looking for a pass, but gets it blocked out of bounds.
Mendez to inbound it for the Red Devils. Lob pass up high to Morrow outside the arc. Goes right side back to Mendez. He skips towards the center logo. Dead center, 6:09 remaining here in the fourth. Lim over to Morrow at the top. Bounce pass over to Mendez. Left, thought about a shot instead. Feeds it to Cook inside the paint. Puts up the layup. Good and one.
Well, that's kind of what you'd hope to see from Cook all game. He's been quieted tonight, but he takes a strong move there to the inside, little spin, and a little hook shot to bury it for the and one attempt. Evanston finds himself down 17, chance to cut it to 16 here with 6 minutes left on the clock.
Puts the shot up, and that's good. Inbound play to Monroe. Bounces out towards the right side to Dale, back to Monroe. Tries a spin move at the center line. Now bounces through Clayton Cook. Left side Monroe again. 5 minutes, 46 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Monroe into the paint, puts up the shot from the free throw line. Short, pulled in by the Red Devils.
Yeah, Coach Sheets not happy with that shot from Monroe. I think he wanted a better look and use a little bit more clock here. Try and milk out the rest of this game.
Right side, Morrow goes to Robinette. Morrow at the top of the arc. Lim, left side. Great pass inside to Cook. No look pass over to Mendez. Straight away, three. Got it.
That's a nice shot from Mendez. They're going to need more like that to get back in this game. It's now a 13-point game, and the Evanston crowd wakes up just a little bit.
5:08 left in the fourth quarter. Sheets on the left side with Brynner Lim in tow. Gets it over to Parker Paxton, covered by Robinette now. Paxton drives towards the right side, gets it out to Monroe. 4 minutes, 53 seconds. At the top, cross-court pass right side, Paxton. Holding it in the wing. Dribbles into the elbow, now goes towards the right side, stops. Paxton into the paint, puts up the layup, rings in and out, pulled in by the Red Devils. Mendez sends this one forward. On the left side, gets it over to Lim at the logo. Cook on the right wing. Trying to figure out where to go. The answer is Mendez on the left side. 4:25 left here in the fourth. Mendez gets a screen from Cook. Pulls into the elbow. Morrow, right side. Lim for three. Just short. Pulled in by Dale.
Yeah, from my angle, looked right on line. Coach Watsabaugh yelling at his team to go faster. They need it.
Mendez with a great nearly interception as a bullet pass intended for Paxton at the center line. Mendez comes out of nowhere, tries to jump it, but deflects it into the stands.
I've been so impressed with what Mendez has brought to both games today. Just brought energy and trying to impact the game in other ways outside of his shooting. He's not given up yet on this one. 4 minutes left. Crazier things have happened. Evanston needs to get into their offense a little quicker, though, on this side.
Paxton marches forward, goes across the center line. Behind the back dribble with Mendez on defense. Drives towards the top, and he goes right into Jay Hill. Bounce pass out to Monroe. Evanston trying to set a trap. Gets it over towards the right side to Paxton. Tracks the double team. Finds Monroe on the far side over by the logo. Near side, rather. Bounce pass inside to Gantenbein. Monroe hands off to DeVries at the logo, covered by Hill. 3 minutes, 34 seconds remaining. Handoff back to Monroe, over to DeVries on the left side. Parker Paxton wants it cross court, and he'll get it. 3 minutes, 24 seconds in the fourth.
Riverton really trying to use the clock here. That's why I'm a big proponent of the shot clock in high school basketball. You get 4 minutes at the end here, you can kind of just play keep away and milk 40, 50 seconds off the clock. It's what Riverton's trying to do right now.
Mendez called for the touch, and it is his first foul, second one on the Red Devils, as Monroe comes out and Sheets comes back in. 3 minutes, 18 seconds.
Yeah, Evanston's going to think real high pressure traps here, maybe put in a zone defense, and then if not, maybe looking at some fouls.
And losing the ball, it's Riverton, but a foul called on Evanston, making it happen.
That's a real tough call on Evanston. Jay Hill felt he had the poke, and that would have been a turnover to give Evanston the ball back. That's 4 on Jay Hill with 3 minutes left to go.
Timeout called by Riverton. We'll take it as well. Red Devils down by 13 with 3:09 left in the fourth. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
Fourth quarter, Red Devils down by 13 with under 4 minutes to play, as the winner of this game will take on the number 2 seed out of the East at the first round at state on Thursday, and the loser will take on the top seed out of the East. A much more difficult path to a potential state championship for whoever loses this game.
Well, and matching up with anyone in the East, we know that they're strong up and down that conference as well. So it's going to be tough sledding for whatever seed you get in that tournament. You're going to have to bring your best game of the year for that opener, and that'll certainly be the case for both of these teams.
Over at the regional championship, it's Jackson 45, Star Valley 39. Stolen by Mendez, takes it away from Parker Paxton, puts it up and in.
That makes an 11-point game, and Watsabach calls a quick timeout. That was what Evanston needed right at that moment.
Jordan Mendez here in the fourth quarter trying to make it happen. It's a 30-second. We're going to keep it right here. As now an 11-point game. We'll see what Evanston can do in the next 3 minutes and change. It's not over yet.
Well, and it's just a smart timeout from Coach Watsabah there, because what you can do now is set up your backcourt pressure with Riverton there. As soon as that basket goes, they can get the ball in quick and go down the court and then set up that, kind of keep away offense that they've been doing. But right now, he's now drawing up a play to get that steal in the backcourt. If they get another one quick, we're under double digits and still 3 minutes to play. Could get a little bit interesting to end this game. Obviously, they're going to try and get the ball in the hands of Parker Paxton. He's their best ball handler.
Paxton rushes across the line, bounce pass inside to Smith, and he's bumped by Mendez. It's the fourth one against the Red Devils. And for Jordan Mendez, it should only be his second or third.
Well, and that's where Smith needs to go up with the ball there. He saw that foul happening, go up, get a shot, get to the free throw line. So it actually turns out being a pretty decent foul for Evanston, which could have been 2 easy points. Now it's an inbound pass.
Inbound play to DeVries, puts the shot up, short rebound by Morrow. Red Devils get the turnover, send it forward to Mendez, goes for the layup, and in! Jordan Mendez owning the fourth quarter for Evanston. Clayton Cook fouls Parker Paxton.
That's a pretty soft foul in the backcourt there. They call a touch foul, and that's going to send one of the best free throw shooters in the state to the line to get those two back that Mendez just hit.
Well, Red Devils have definitely come through in this fourth quarter. They are back into this one. First one from Paxton is good, and it's back to being a 10-point game.
Jay Hill comes back in. It's a lot of trust in him playing on 4 fouls. He's going to have to play clean, or you know what? If I'm Coach Watsabah to Hill, I say, hey, go all out. I don't care if you foul out of this game. You go play tough defense.
Paxton misses the second one. That's the 20% that keeps him from 100. Mendez on the left side. 2 minutes, 38 seconds. It's not often that Paxton misses a free throw, and if you're Evanston, you've got to take full advantage of it. Mendez on the left side, drives into the paint, goes for the layup, and draws the foul. And once again, Mendez to the free throw line, late in a playoff game.
3 Riverton Wolverines put their hands on their head, going, okay, what's happening here a little bit? Time working against Evanston. They need points on virtually every possession here. And then if they can force some turnovers, you never know what can happen in these scenarios.
2 coming up for Mendez, and by the way, that puts Evanston in the bonus for the rest of the game. Red Devils with 2 fouls to give as Mendez hits the first one.
Yeah, Mendez is really putting his imprint on this game, being involved in everything. And Coach Watsabah trusting a player he's at times struggled during this year, but really showing up in the regional tournament when it counts.
Mendez to make it a 9-point game, and he's short. Rebound is in and out of the hands of Malachi Smith, but he gets it back. 54-45. Red Devils down by 9. 2:18 remaining here in the fourth quarter. DeVries on the right side, covered by Mendez, and he throws it away. Red Devil basketball.
Well, and Evanston's going to have to send that double to the ball every single time. Coach right now, Watsabah, he's smart about it. He's subbing in offense for defense on both sides whenever he gets a chance.
Robinette and Hill, the sharpshooters in. Everyone on the court can hit threes for the Red Devils. Mendez, Lynn, Hill, Robinette, and Cook. Finds Cook in the paint, backs up, goes for the layup, gets it out to Robinette. Open near side 3, short, pulled in by the Wolverines.
Would have been a huge shot for Evanston there to cut the lead to 6. Stays at 9 points there, and Parker Paxton working up top.
Minute 45 remaining. Red Devils down by 9. DeVries goes towards the right side, pitches it out to Paxton. A minute 38. Paxton attracts a double team, and Hill fouls out of the game.
Yeah, Jay Hill's going to have to come out. Drew Barker's going to come in for him. Like Coach Watsabaugh's doing, he's subbing in his staunch defenders, Drew Barker, Cohen Morrow, whenever they're on defense.
Put this in perspective. It's a 7.
Well, and if you're going to play the foul game here, it cannot be on this player at the line right now. He is automatic from free throw line.
So it's Riverton in the bonus, not Evanston, as Paxton hits the first one and it's good. No, you're absolutely right. Putting Parker Paxton there is not great as he hits both of them. And it's back out to an 11-point lead. Mendez across the center line. Evanston, though, has dominated the fourth quarter. Mendez goes towards the left side, gets it out to Drew Barker, who's proved he's got some distance. Over to Cook, straight away for 3. Looks good, rattles through! Clayton Cook! The big man does it everywhere. Paxton bounces it out to DeVries on the right side, goes to Dale.
They're going to have to double or foul quickly here.
Paxton goes into the paint. He's holding on to the ball. He wants to make sure the ball's in his hands at the free throw line as Paxton will go to the charity stripe.
Well, and Parker Paxton's just too smart as well. He's going to run around those fouls, and then he's going to make sure he's the one that gets the foul and goes to the line.
Timeout called. Red Devils down by 12. You're tuned into a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on MyLocalRadio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Red Devils trail 56-48 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. But in the fourth quarter, it has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 5, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in favor of the Red Devils.
Well, and that's the kind of energy that Evanston needed to bring from the beginning of the game. They play like this. The other 3 quarters, we have a tight, close game on our hands, but right now, they just kind of dug themselves in a hole that might have been a little bit too deep here with Parker Paxton at the free throw line to go up 50, possibly 58-48 with 1:01 left on the clock.
First one from Paxton is good. So now makes it 57-48. It's that back out to a 9-point lead, looking for the 10-point lead with 61 seconds left. Paxton hits it. Parker Paxton has only missed 1 free throw all game, and he's been to the line a lot. Mendez towards the top, takes in the lane, gets it over to Robinette on the left side. Over to Cook, right side 3, well short, brought in by Paxton. 48 seconds left. Paxton's going to hold. Evanston putting up a trap.
See, now you foul.
Now it'll be Hauk who is fouled by Lynn. And with 40.3 seconds left, it'll send Hauk to the line.
Coach Sheets a little frustrated that that Paxton gave up the ball at all there. Didn't need to. They were going to have to foul anyway. 10-point game, 58-48, 40 seconds left on the clock. Time bleeding out for Evanston here.
It's official. Jackson are your region champions. They beat Star Valley 48-42.
Congrats to the Jackson Bronx there. Not Bronx. Is it Bronx?
Yeah, it is.
I'm losing my mind. Too much basketball in one day.
How?
Yeah, congrats to them for that region championship. Big time win for them.
How goes 1 of 2, and it's an 11-point lead. Mendez loses the ball, and it'll go off of Paxton. Red Devil basketball. 31.9 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. And bound to Robinette, goes back to Lind on the left side. Gets a screen from Barker. Mendez on the left wing finds Kai at the high block. Back to Lind. Step side to the left. Thought about a three. Instead will go Mendez. He circles into the lane. Goes for the layup. Off the glass and in.
Yeah, it just took a little too long.
10 seconds left in the game, and now Paxton will dribble it through 6 seconds left. 5 seconds left, he's going to hold, and that's going to do it. Riverton is the number 3 seed. Evanston going to state. They'll take on the East Region champion. Your final score, it's Riverton 59, Evanston 50. We'll be right back with our post-game show right after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com. KNYN and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Barton Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Barton Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
And we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth for the final time from Green River, site of the 2024 WHSAA 4A West Regional Championship Basketball Tournament. Jackson beats Star Valley to win the region. Evanston falls to Riverton, so it'll be number 1 seed out of the West, Jackson, number 2, Star Valley, number 3, Riverton, number 4, Evanston. Time for a Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. In the first quarter, it was Evanston and Riverton going back and forth. A 19-14 lead for Riverton after 1. In the second quarter, Riverton outscores Evanston 18-11. In the third quarter, 14-9 for the Wolverines. But Evanston comes back fighting, outscoring Riverton 8-2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-8 in the fourth quarter. You're giving us our final score, Riverton 59, Evanston 50. It was a big margin at one point for Riverton. Speaks a lot for Evanston to cut this thing down to single digits.
Yeah, congratulations to both teams. For Evanston, they want to come away with a win on the last game of the regional tournament, but they find themselves in the state tournament again, and they'll prep and see what they can do to make some noise there in that state tournament next week.
For the Wolverines, I've got 2 for Blake Gantenbein, 6 for Derek DeVries, 10 for Ty Sheets, 3 for Brody Dale, 3 for Brandon Monroe, 3 for Hunter Hauk, 6 for Eli Lucas, 6 for Malachi Smith, and a game-high 20 for Parker Paxton. For the Red Devils, I have 4 for Cohen Morrow, 12 for Clayton Cook, 2 for Jay Hill, 10 for Kai Barker, 6 for Luke Robinette, and a team-high 13 for Jordan Mendez. That's your Jimmy John's Free Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Moving on to our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And for the Red Devils to have a shot in this one, they needed some unexpected points from an unexpected place. Clayton Cook drains a 3-ball. The big man proving he can dominate inside and outside as well.
Yeah, Clayton Cook, he gets a 3 towards the end of the game there to cut the game to single digits, maybe give Evanston a little bit of a chance. It bounced all over the rim, but finally found the bottom of the hoop. Clayton Cook, I watched him hit 6 threes in a row here warming up, so he does have that range as well.
And that is your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And wrapping things up with our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi, and who's better today? Well, he has been a star all postseason long, 2 years in a row now. He has made some clutch free throws to help the Red Devils get some big wins, none bigger than this morning. We're going with Jordan Mendez. He leads the team with 13. Was great from the free throw line in the first game. He was great defensively and offensively in this one.
Yeah, looking forward to next year as well. Jordan Mendez is going to be a huge part of that team as a senior. 13 points tonight, and he brought the energy when it seemed like no one else could. He was diving for balls, causing deflections, and impact on the defensive end, and then his 13 points on the offensive end as well. So Jordan Mendez, great game today, and well done from him.
Congratulations to Jordan, our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. And that's going to wrap things up for our broadcast from the 2024 WHSAA 4A West Regional Basketball Championship Tournament. Evanston will be the number 4 seed at the state tournament next week in Casper, and will take on the Eastern Conference champion. On behalf of our broadcast crew, we have our producer back at the studio in downtown Evanston, Mr. Colton Bagley, our owner and executive producer, Val Cook, our sales manager, Matt Petrie, our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, our sales associates, Julie Burley, Sarah Pay, AJ Lamb, and Julie Nelson, and the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports, as well as our office and manager, Kayleen Anderson. Not sure if I mentioned her yet, but the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports. We have voice of the Valley, Mr. Anthony Colasuno, voice of the Jackson Bronx, Mr. Jake Nichols. Congratulations to Jackson on their region championship in the boys division. Our voice of the Preston Indians and temporarily Westside Pirates as well, Mr. Dan Hubbard over in Idaho, and voice of the Rich Rebels in Utah, who will play Penguich for a state championship, coached by former Evanston Red Devil coach Lex Cornea. That game gets started later on tonight, and we wish the Rebels best of luck and good luck, and go win a state title. And of course, on behalf of my broadcast partner, the great Mr. Brad Francis, I'm Elan Olliff, saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be live from Casper next Thursday. Evanston boys to the state tournament for the first time since 2020. Thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you then.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.